have many opals like a lot of other people, so it's harder for me.
Is there a favorite card that you have in My Team or a favorite player you like using?
Yes, right now I have Jaylen Brown. He's a Galaxy Opal. He's my favorite card. He goes for like 25 a game because he's like a beast.
So we just talked to Aerial Powers, and I hear that you're going to be in her.
The Timberwolves clearly know how to dress. Getting off the bus earlier on, hoping to secure a win. And here's a look at some numbers for Beasley.
And guys, how about the surge of offense he's experiencing right now? These last 5 games, he's been a machine at the offensive end. A different scorer than he had been earlier in the season. We'll find out if he can keep it going here tonight.
And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. Malik Beasley out there with Russell. Then there's Towns, and it's Hernan Gomez in at the power forward. And for the Kings, Fox and Bogdanovich pair up at the 1 and the 2. Rashawn Holmes out there with Bielitsa, and it's Barnes in at the 3. Timberwolves passing it around. Pass to Okogie. Of course, these two teams hang their hats on their three-point shooting.
They certainly do, Kevin. And the feeling in today's game is you can never have too much shooting. If you have got 5 guys on the floor at any given time, all of whom are a threat, boy, as a coach, what a luxury.
Minnesota shooting their first free throws tonight. The first trip to the stripe in this one. And Towns, a player who took a little bit of time adjusting from the college game at Kentucky to the NBA game, especially Doris on the defensive end.
I do think you have to appreciate over the last several seasons Karl Anthony Towns' commitment to becoming a better defender. Listen, he has the length to not only block shots, but to alter shots, and you just want him to have consistent effort on that end.
And it's Harrison Barnes with the foul. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul.
Here's Towns, providing around 26.5 points a game. Really has an off night. Out of bounds, Sacramento will take possession. We're about 1 minute into the first. Here's Fox. He's coming off a 28-point game against New Orleans. Shot from free throw range, and the shot goes in.
And how about the mid-range shooting of Fox? Definitely capable of sinking those shots with consistency.
And De'Aaron Fox gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Beasley with a clean look. No good on the quick 3.
Well, the defense clearly was not interested in guarding him from downtown. They're very fortunate he missed. You know, so much of rebounding is about effort, and no lack of that right there. He had to box out and establish great position.
Here's Fox. That ball. Nice feed that time from Bogdanovich. Fox has got his second bucket.
And Fox starting to show you his abilities inside. It has quick instincts, which I think helps him when he's down low.
For 3, Beasley. It's hauled in by the Kings. Defeated by the Pelicans in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them. Holmes, good.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Stolen. Outside, Russell. Finished off the break.
Well, that's how you bring out the best in your teammates. Towns is a prolific scorer, but guess what? He'll find you if you're open. I think one thing you have to love about the Timberwolves, their aggression on the offensive end. This is a team that has been top 10 in free throw attempts over the last 8 years. And when they get to the line, they do convert.
Here's Beasley, takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Russell against Fox. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. And part of why the Wolves get to the line so much, they take a lot of two-point shots.
And that's a trade-off, right, Kev? We all know the analytics like the three-point shot. They like restricted area twos. But the best way to get to the line is to challenge the teeth of that defense. You can't do that from 25 feet away, guys.
Here's what Sacramento's going with right now. Alex Len's checked in for Rashad Holmes. Giles comes in for Bielitsa. Kent Bazemore's checked in for Harrison Barnes. And it's Buddy Hield in for Bogdanovich.
Oh, I love that dish down low.
Noel covered by Hield. Kicks it to Culver. And stolen by Bazemore. It's stolen by Johnson. To the left side wing. They grabbed their own miss. Not going to go that time. Looking at the last game for the Timberwolves, it was a loss to the Rockets in Houston.
Yeah, for that loss, you can credit their defense or lack thereof. Too many breakdowns on that end of the floor.
Well, the kind of low-energy effort they played with all night will make a coach absolutely crazy. You can't win if you don't play quality defense.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Bazemore gets the bucket.
Yeah, instinctively, too. Fox there looking to be a ball mover, a facilitator. And that's one reason why his team is playing well.
The rebound by Giles.
Listen, offensively, they're very comfortable with him taking that shot. It's a good look under very little pressure. He just can't convert.
Fox passes to Bazemore. From deep, another three for Sacramento.
Always a bonus when points come from unlikely sources. And you can see this guy's been working on that shot.
Takes the three. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Here's Len. And Bazemore kicks to Giles. Here's Fox. Here's Len. Jacks up a three. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Well, just terrific instincts right there from Alex Len on the offensive glass. Really impressive.
And so, both teams trading buckets as we end the first quarter. Kings lead by 3. Live from Golden One Center. You're watching 2K Sports. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And for the Kings guys, what jumps out to you stats-wise?
Just cashing in on second chance opportunities. That's how they built this early lead.
Yeah, the defense hasn't been there. They are getting hammered on second chance opportunities.
Joseph and Hield make up the backcourt. Jabari Parker is out there with Kent Bazemore, and it's Len in at the 5 roaming the paint. So that's the 5 in the game for Sacramento. Here's Lehman. Scored the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
An impressive all-around player. Culver passes the ball well for a guy at that position. Yet another player from the 2019 draft class who wasn't a top high school recruit. Jarrett Culver, 3-star guy, thin, unrefined, but in that sophomore year of college, boy, did he surprise some folks.
That's no good, and now he's missed 2 and made 2. And it's Joseph with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Kings. Their next game, playing at home, is the Nets coming to town. And that'll be the 4th of this 5-game homestand. Len's shot is off.
Never easy to stop this guy at the rim, but that is a beautiful contest right there.
Noel. It's hauled in by the Kings. And Greg, when you talk about Culver, the one thing he did show in high school and again showed at Texas Tech, the ability to score.
Yeah, and he creates and makes shots against great defenders. Every team in the NBA is looking for that. His jumper, his handle, his ability to move without the ball, already NBA level stuff.
Sacramento making a switch here. Barnes is checked in. Kings leading now by 3. And the pass to Hield. Fires from the corner. It's rebounded by Towns.
Listen, he knows he should have made that shot. We'll see if they can work it back to him in that same area.
Count that bucket.
Oh, man, how good is he at turning on the Jets and getting to that next level? D'Angelo Russell, fearless, driving on the interior.
For Sacramento, they've gone 1 of 6 from the field in the second quarter. It's been a rough period so far. Hield kicks to Joseph. Here's Len. And that'll be 2 free throws. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Now, here's Culver. He's covered by Joseph. Culver passes to Layman. Fires from 18. And it's Towns missing. The Kings trailing. Parker outside. Lenka kicks to Hield. For the 3. And the 3 ball is good. Hield's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Doris, if you had a list of players with all the great talent in this league that's the most difficult to stop one-on-one, who would that be?
Well, like in similar situations, I can't give you just one. Some names that come immediately to mind, James Harden obviously has been in the MVP race for 5 years running, I think. He's virtually impossible to guard, right? He's got a great system for his individual skills. Kevin Durant can get any shot he wants at any time. And then the virtuoso that is LeBron James, who can pick you apart with shooting, with scoring, with passing. He's really nothing short of remarkable.
Here's what Sacramento's going with right now. Giles checked in for Len. Bielitsa comes in for Jabari Parker. Bogdan Bogdanovic, he's checked in for Hield. And De'Aaron Fox subbed in for Joseph. And stolen by Bielitsa. Pass to Barnes. And stolen by Russell. And now Minnesota on the fast break. All going up court. No good from Beasley. Kings leading now by 3. Here's Fox. Rebound Minnesota. Towns has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Beasley outside. The 3. Towns trying to get open. And that one is good by Beasley. Beasley's got it all tied up now for Minnesota. Fox against Russell. The kick out to Barnes. Now, here's Bielitsa. He's tightly guarded. Takes a 3. Gets the 3-pointer to fall. Bielitsa's got himself on the board with 3 there.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Pass to Towns. Fox with the steal. Got it up. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as
it's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to a pretty close game for the Kings throughout the first quarter. They saw their lead grow to a... Man...
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. You gotta like what Kent Bazemore has done in this game.
And, you know, not always the guy that you would expect to be making the big plays, but so far tonight, he has delivered.
And so in the game for the Timberwolves, they've got Karl Anthony Towns, D'Angelo Russell out there with Malik Beasley. And it's Okogie in at the 3, the small forward.
Well, D'Angelo Russell, one of the best mid-range scorers you'll see. He's got the floater game, the pull-up game, and with his arsenal, he can get a shot at any time.
I'll tell you what, he came out of that locker room raring to go.
And it's Russell with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Timberwolves. A 2-point game. It's off to Oklahoma City for him after this game, so they have the Thunder to look forward to. 7-game road trip continues for them. That'll be game number 3. And you know, Doris, another thing about D'Angelo Russell, he's not afraid of the big moment.
Kevin, he has proven that he is willing to take and make big shots. He doesn't necessarily beat you with tremendous athleticism, but it's his basketball skill that sets him apart.
Minnesota's gone 2 of 2 from long range in the third quarter so far. Shoots the 3. You can't get that one. Now Sacramento takes it the other way. Pass to Fox. It's tipped. Beasley with the steal. And now Minnesota on the fast break. Russell's running. And that one is good by Beasley.
Boy, everyone is getting to their spots and then capitalizing. 3 for 4 in the quarter. Beautiful.
And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. Here's Bogdanovich. It's hauled in by Karl Anthony Towns. The Timberwolves have gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. Okogie misses. For Sacramento, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. And it's Bogdanovich off the drive. And he banks in the layup. Bogdanovich has got his second basket of the night. Russell against Bogdanovich. And there's the pass to Hernan Gomez. Pass to Beasley. Shot clock at 5. Here's Towns. Will not go. This is off the front iron. Sacramento's gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. Here's Hernan Gomez. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. And the rejection by Holmes. Passes it to Fox. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. On the high post, it's good. Fox has got 5 points now this quarter.
You know, I've got to say, defensively, the effort simply hasn't been there this half. They've got to pick up their energy.
Count the basket.
Well, this is the first full year now for Ryan Saunders. Let's remember he was hired by Minnesota full-time after an interim stint last season. And boy, did the players love playing for him.
1:53 left to play in the third. Bogdanovich, no luck.
He is too good a shooter, guys, to be left open like that. The defense just dodged a bullet there.
And Russell gets it to go. And as we know, Doris, Ryan Saunders, the son of the late, great Minnesota legend, Flip Saunders.
Well, certainly the family has history with the organization, but in no way did Ryan Saunders get the job due to name only. This guy proved he can get wins from this Minnesota roster last year. For Saunders, he's known as a player development guy, and the ability to handle superstars is part and parcel to the job.
Intercepted. Beasley for 3. Tries again. Towns. Rebounded by Holmes. The Kings leading. Pass to Fox. Beasley with the rebound.
I'll tell you, he's trying to help them extend this lead, but it's been a tough night for him individually.
Got that bucket in no time at all.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
And right now you love the chess match, right? The ability of each side to adjust to what the other is doing.
And the basket by Okogie. Okogie's got the lead up to 3 now for the Timberwolves. Kings have gone 5 of 9 on field goal attempts since halftime. Bogdanovich looking around. 23 seconds left in the third. The pass to Holmes. Shot clock at 6. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
Well, that's called exhibiting power and quickness in the painted area. Barnes does a really good job drawing contact there.
The Kings have gone 2 for 3 at the foul line in this one. So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses. Here's Culver, banked in off the glass.
And the decision-making proving to be outstanding. Culver just has a knack for taking advantage of the D in the open floor.
The Kings shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game.
Shooting for Sacramento, Corey Joseph. Taking 2 shots.
The first free throw is good.
Well, what I like about Corey Joseph is this guy will give you a little bit of everything. Perhaps most importantly, guys, you know he's going to play consistently good defense. The way he's shooting free throws tonight, you simply don't want to put him there.
The Timberwolves shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And they've been ordinary on the season as well, just about 75% from the line.
Both shots good from the stripe. D'Angelo Russell getting it done for the Minnesota Timberwolves. And it was from three-point range where he did the most damage. He knocked down 3 in that quarter. Back right after this. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
I'll tell you, in today's game, you want skill and decision-making at every position.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the 4th quarter could have even more action in store for us. Okay, now let's reset our lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this 4th quarter. On the court right now for the Kings, Joseph and Hield make up the backcourt. Kent Bazemore is out there with Parker, and it's Giles in at the 5 spot. Johnson outside from deep three-point range, and it's Sacramento with the rebound.
And maybe he thinks he has that type of range, but I'm not sure who'd agree with him.
I think we have to check his sanity because there's a number of better options on the floor.
Bazemore on the wing. Three-pointer Hield. No good that time. Minnesota in the lead. Inside, Reed. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
And that one misses. And some changes here for the Kings. Barnes comes in for Kent Bazemore. And De'Aaron Fox subbed in for Joseph. And the Timberwolves making a change here. 4th quarter still young, just over a minute play. Over in the corner, Barnes. Sacramento gets it back. Parker passes to Barnes. That misses, had a chance to tie it there.
Absolutely tenacious guys. Stuck right on him defensively, bothered that shot.
Timberwolves passing it around. Here's Reed. Here's Johnson. Lays it up and banks it in. And the Timberwolves lead by 5.
And you don't want to allow too many of those short ones with the game right now in the balance.
Hield finds Parker. There's the 3. Hield can't hit. Timberwolves leading by 5. Beasley dishes to Johnson. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Fox with it. Beasley covering. And Fox gets it to go.
And you can just see he's a different player since coming back from halftime.
To the inside. Here's Okogie. It's good with the assist that time from Johnson. Okogie's got the lead up to 7 now for the Timberwolves. Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
For Minnesota, they've gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. Pass to Johnson. And the ball out of play. The Kings will inbound. And some changes here for the Kings. Rashawn Holmes, he's checked in for Harry Giles. And Bielitsa in for Jabari Parker. Towns, he's checked in for Minnesota. Fox goes in. Karl Anthony Towns with the rebound. Towns has got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. There's the dish to Johnson. The shot from the low post is good. And it's a 9-point Timberwolves lead.
Unselfishness can be infectious. Terrific teamwork.
Hield from outside. Again, the miss by the Kings. And so it's Russell with it. He brings it up for Minnesota. No good from Beasley.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Bielitsa passes to Holmes. 1:30 left to play here in the fourth. Johnson kicks to Russell. Here's Okogie, covered by Barnes. Here's Towns, and the dunk by Towns.
And it was going back and forth there for a while, but now starting to just stretch out that lead a bit. They're definitely looking like the better team.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
We all know Hield can shoot it, but for him to get better, he's got to keep adding different dimensions to his game.
Joseph, he's checked in for the Kings. The Timberwolves also with the sub. Hernan Gomez is checked in. Timberwolves leading by 9. Towns dishes to Beasley. Back to Towns. To the middle. Passes to Okogie. He kicks it to Beasley. Plenty of space. And a little luck that time, but it drops.
And we'll just watch the clock wind down, guys, in what will turn out to be a win here for the Timberwolves.
You know, it's tough to put your finger on the deciding factor in this one, but I'd say that the shooting accuracy made the difference.
Yeah, I think you're on point, Kevin. They got better looks, and that tends to lead to a better field goal percentage.
And a milestone win for the season. This will push their victory total to 20 wins even. And while there was some nice performances tonight, it definitely ended up being a solid outing for D'Angelo Russell.
This guy has been shot making all night long. He commands the rock and takes over.
He gets that one.
Well, easy money, right? I like the strategy. Go inside, get a high percentage look.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Rebounded by Holmes. And here are the Kings now. Here's Barnes, and it's Joseph in the corner. Rebound, Minnesota. Outside, Russell from deep. Off target with that shot.
The quick feet, strong hands of Corey Joseph help on the defensive end. He takes full.
So it's Minnesota winning this one easy.
unprecedented improvements. Shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending. Unprecedented improvements. Shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending.
us a little bit more about that?
And we don't have any details yet, but I do know that Hazel's going to be a captain, and she asked me to be on her team. I don't know if I was supposed to be a secret or not, but everybody knows now I'm on Hazel's team, so look out for us in the Aerial Powers tournament coming up, the all-female tournament, by the way.
So what's your game plan going into this tournament?
Oh, I like to play defense. I have a two-way sharpshooter. So
From the plains of Oklahoma, welcome high above. We get a break in the action, so let's take a look at the West and how the teams are stacking up. Taking a look at Oklahoma City. They've done well enough to be in 5th place in the conference so far. And, of course, there's the Kings. They're at the 10th position.
And checking out Sacramento, they've had an interesting season for sure. They're competitive, they're feisty, but they're not a team that's going to dominate for long stretches.
I just think if you're on the other side, Greg, how much are you looking at that team and saying, we're scared of them? So not a lot of fear from the opposition and what they're bringing to the table. They're good, they compete, but do they have that extra gear? I'm not sure.
Now Sacramento starting 5. Fox and Bogdanovich pair up at the 1 and the 2. Richaun Holmes out there with Bielitsa, and it's Barnes in at the small forward position. And for Oklahoma City, Gallinari and Adams, the combo out front. Paul out there with Gilgeous-Alexander, and it's Dort in at the small forward. And here is Adams. Harrison Barnes getting it to go from deep.
Well, they've been striving towards it for years now, and the Kings are finally one of the premier up-tempo teams.
Well, it works for them when you have a guy like De'Aaron Fox out there to blast off on any possession. You surround him with great shooters in Bogdanovich and Hield. Puts a lot of pressure on the defense on a nightly basis throughout the course of a regular season.
Now, here's Fox. He's coming off a 28-point game against New Orleans.
Well, trying to figure out ways to score through contact, De'Aaron Fox does not back down.
Here's Paul. So first quarter just over a minute and a half in. Here's Adams. Shot to stop the run, and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Easy to forget that sometimes Gallo is 6'10", so skilled and is aggressive down there, making the D get physical with him.
Gallinari hits them both. Well, when Danilo Gallinari came into the NBA, Brent, he was just a catch-and-shoot type player. But he's so much more than that now.
Well, I think with the way the league has changed with the three-point shot and Gallinari's ability to do that, he's gotten a lot smarter about picking his spots when the pump fake can drive in and draw some contact.
Now, here is Gallinari. Here's Adams. Gets that one to fall after missing his first 2. 1 for 3 from the field.
Steven Adams, a workhorse down low like that. Once he's got position, he'll want the ball.
Bielitsa with the bucket.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Harrison Barnes.
Thunder have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Adams. Paul dishes to Adams. 5 to shoot. It's deflected and stolen by Bielitsa. And now the Kings fast break. And it's Fox with the jam.
He gets so quick there in transition, does a good job of reading, and a nice finish.
Here's Dort. And misses it off the right side of the rim. Sacramento leading by 7. The drive by Barnes. And he gets it to go. Barnes has got 7 points.
At this point, I don't know what you can do to slow this team down.
Well, nothing that they're doing seems to be making an impact. And there are some nights where you just run out of options, whether it's by personnel or by tactic.
Lenz checked in for Sacramento. Buddy Hield comes in for Bogdanovich. Rebound by the Kings. Their last meeting was in Oklahoma City, where they were unable to fight off the Thunder.
It was a loss last time they faced up against each other. A very tightly contested game that they felt they could have won.
Man, felt like they probably would have won if they weren't saddled with all that foul trouble. They had to piece together some makeshift lineups late in that game. That might have cost them.
Looking at who's out there now for the Thunder. Terrence Ferguson comes in for Gallinari. And Diallo subbed in for Gilgeous-Alexander. Now, here's Diallo. He averages a bit over 6 points a game. Just 5 on the clock. Schroeder against Fox. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over.
And here's a look at the stats for De'Aaron Fox. The past month has been surreal. Averaging about 22 points per, 5 assists, and 3 rebounds. They're loving how he's running the show here. His sensational passing really breathing life into their offense.
Something in the coach's playbook here where the schemes fire on all cylinders. When he's in the game, great conduit for them offensively. He knows where everyone is at all times.
Here's Hield after the made shot from Dennis Schroeder. Pass to Giles. And it's Joseph, top of the key. Again, the miss by the Kings. Thunder trailing by 10. And there's the pass to Diallo. Back to Noel. To the paint. Here's Muscala. Now on the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game. And it's Joseph with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Sacramento Kings. Defeated by the Pelicans in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them. That shot wide open.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
Like tonight, that all the hustle plays have meant so much to this team. Now just sustain some of that energy and keep comfortable.
And it's Noel missing.
Now that's just enough defensive pressure on him to throw off that shot. I bet he gets a good look at it next time and hits it.
A big-time effort. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And quite a position here for the Kings to be in. What do you guys think?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
Yeah, felt like they knew that there were openings in transition and just wanted to keep trying to feed that, get out quick.
They've got Robertson. Muscala is out there with Nerlens Noel. Then there's Dennis Schroeder, and it's Ferguson in at the 3 spot. That's the lineup out there for the Thunder. Brent, talk about the length of the season. Commissioner Silver is also considering proposals to shrink the season. What do you think?
I think it'd be interesting, and I'm not sure financially how the league goes back from an 82-game season and ticket sales and revenue and television and how they kind of unwind what it is they've agreed to. But 70 games to me in terms of the competition, Kevin, in terms of the elevated play of the star players on a nightly basis, the fact that you probably get stars to appear in every game and not be sat out for load management and things like that, I think overall it'd be pretty healthy.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, one of the things that the NBA has been forward thinking about is always accepting new ideas. They've got a bunch of them on the table in recent weeks. A mid-season tournament, a postseason play-in tournament, maybe even reducing the 82-game regular season schedule. Now, all of these would be very bold moves, but Commissioner Adam Silver has always demonstrated a willingness to think outside the box. Kevin?
DA, great assessment, good report. Thank you so much. Joseph, the pass to Giles. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's going to be on Nerlens Noel.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Such a long road to recovery from Harry Giles, but so many people rooting for Harry when it is that he makes some kind of plays that remind you of when Giles was one of the top recruits coming out of his high school class, one that included De'Aaron Fox and also Jason Tatum.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Thunder will retain possession.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
Yeah, appreciate the work right now on the defensive end.
Sacramento making a switch here. Rashawn Holmes, he's checked in for Harry Giles. Bielitsa comes in for Parker. Bogdanovich, he's checked in for Buddy Hield. And De'Aaron Fox subbed in for Joseph. Molinari finds Paul.
Well, Fox causes some problems defensively here. They're using his instincts on that play.
Here's Barnes with the putback. And Fox is right there. Fox has got the lead up to 14 now for the Kings.
Oh, how about the deft touch right there, guys?
He just guided that ball back up and in. Just a fingertip touch on the ball.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board, and I don't mean style points. Here's Barnes, following the score by Oklahoma City. And as you said, Brent, with Giles, the potential is there, and that's why they drafted him.
Well, they still think that they're going to explore the massive upside to what Harry Giles represents. Great size, great skill, and it's about him just feeling more and more confident in the health of his body to be able to produce like we've seen on some nights here, Kevin.
You know, Greg, for the Thunder fans, hard to see their star power dwindle, but they got a lot in return.
Yeah, but the Thunder were capped out. They hadn't made it past the first round in 3 years. And in exchange for Paul George, they got one of the richest trade packages in league history.
And Adams kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander. And with that one, the lead is trimmed to single digits.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
On the wing, Barnes. Pass to Bjelica. The shot's good. Bjelica's got his second basket of the night.
Bjelica does a good job of staying active and with his shot that time.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Paul. Here's Gallinari. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time. Lenz checked in for Richaun Holmes. 1:43 left in the first half. And here is Paul. He's coming off a 28-point game against Utah.
And he passed the ball so well in that game, keeping everybody involved, even as he was racking up all those points.
They get it again. Adams off with the layup.
He's so good at getting to the rim. Maybe tries to get a little bit too cute with that one. I thought he laid it straight up and in. The culture shift it's been in Sacramento the last few years. Vlade Divac along with Peja Stojakovic, two of the legendary Sacramento Kings players, finding their footing and trying to put their stamp on this organization with some of the young talent that they've acquired.
Passes it to Gallinari. Now here's Diallo from deep three-point range. Rebound by Bjelica.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Oh, no, I know he can make it, but that's warm-ups, so maybe just a step too far.
For the Thunder, Noel's checked in for Adams. Mike Muscala comes in for Gallinari. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Chris Paul. Sacramento also making some changes. Parker comes in for Bjelica. And it's Buddy Hield in for Bogdan Bogdanovic. Here's Hield after the made shot from Dennis Schroeder. Again, the miss by the Kings. 46 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Noel passes to Diallo. Here's Muscala. Doesn't go for him. And the Kings going the other way now. In the corner, it's Diallo. And the ball out of play. The Kings will inbound.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Terrence Ferguson's checked in for the Thunder. Kent Bazemore's checked in for Sacramento. Joseph comes in for Fox. Joseph, that's good.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points. That's a shocker there. Did not expect him to miss from that range. He's got to be shooting close to 60% from there.
That one goes in. And the Kings lead by 13.
And Parker has the mid-range shot going there, looking composed while he pulled the trigger. Love the in-between game.
And so it's Sacramento looking at a 13-point. All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to a tremendous start for De'Aaron Fox. He had 11 points and 1 assist. And that.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. It's been one outstanding game from De'Aaron Fox.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
Starting off the second half, here's Luke Walton's 5. Fox and Bogdanovich pair up at the 1 and the 2. Bielitsa is out there with Harrison Barnes. And it's Holmes in at the center, locking down the middle. Shot by Bielitsa and nobody around. That falls. Nice feed that time from Bogdanovich.
Well, this guy can spread the court. Bielitsa deadly from the three-point line.
And even though he stands 6'10", Holmes plays taller than that.
He does, mostly, Kevin, because of that length. I mean, he stretches out and uses that quick jump and can block some shots and deter a few guys from trying to do some things offensively.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, last season the G League tested out an expansion of the clear path rule. And now that expansion is making its way to the NBA. It should discourage those intentional fouls that slow up teams on the fast break. Fans wanted it, and analysts clamored for it. And that will allow the amazing athletes in this league more opportunities to show what they can do in the fast break.
You're right, David. A welcome change. Thank you. Gallinari. Chalk up 2 there. Gallinari's got 6 points.
Chris Paul at his best right there on that kind of play. A legendary distributor who spots the open man.
And it's Fox with the jam.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Well, just seeking out weaknesses in the defense and then exploiting it.
So it's the Thunder now. Sacramento making their last shot. Pass to Dort. Fires the 3. The 17-footer. Rebounded by Holmes. Holmes got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
Well, his poor shooting is a big reason that they're staring at this deficit right now. He needs to get on track if they're going to find a way to win.
Now, here's Holmes. Back to Barnes. Missed inside. Thunder trailing by 19. And so the ball is out of bounds. Bogdanovich touched it last.
All right, a chance to see stats for Paul. In the second half of this season, he's been nothing short of spectacular. 14th in assists, and he's among the top 20 free throw shooters in the league. Doesn't waste many opportunities at the line.
And he really is the consummate playmaker. Always keeping his head on a swivel. Searching for the open man. Completely unselfish basketball player.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Replay angles are interesting, Brent. Instant feedback on social media. Talk about the increased pressure now on referees to get every call right.
Well, so many times, Kevin, on nights where you're working games, you sit there for a minute and a half.
In super slow motion looking at the play.
And still sometimes hard to get it right.
Very hard.
What I think the league should think about doing with the competition committee is every team in the league should have 3 and 4 cameras that are mounted so that every time there's a replay at any given arena, they have access to the same angles.
For every game.
Every game. Where are most of the times these calls being missed? Where are these calls getting wrong? And how is it that we can implement some technology to help us not only get it right more often, which is the most important thing, but also fair and balanced vision for the referees to have an opportunity to do so.
What an excellent idea. Here's Giles, following the score by Oklahoma City. Kicks it to Fox. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Back to Giles. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. And we've got some time for a look at the 2K leaderboard now. And some point guards who have been very adept at putting the ball in the basket since the All-Star break. Second, Chris Paul. Fourth, De'Aaron Fox.
Some remarkable shooters in that group. I mean, you know that when you're seeing those types of numbers at the point guard position, you're talking about some very intelligent and patient players.
Well, it's about taking smart shots and playing with great control. And that smart shot selection coupled with tremendous pure shooting, that's got them on the top of the list.
And they know for next time, don't let him establish position down low.
Yeah, when he's this close to the basket, it's a wrap.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it. Have to be careful with the ball, or this is what happens.
The Elitsa with the bucket.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. Sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
Gilgeous Alexander finds Adams. Alinari left side from 6 feet. And no good, trying to use the glass.
Nobody getting a hand in his face in that painted area. That's a miss he's going to be disappointed with.
The Kings have shot 80% from the line tonight, going 4 of 5 so far. That's good from Barnes.
Think about Harrison Barnes when he won an NBA championship in his 3rd year in the league after being the 7th pick in the 2012 NBA draft.
Schroeder passes to Robertson. The tray. No good that time. And Adams sends it back. And so it's Sacramento with a 21-point lead to end the quarter. From the field, they have been outstanding. Amazing shooting. That's what has... Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game. And it's presented as always by State Farm.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feat.
The coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. They've got Nerlens Noel, Ferguson out there with Muscala. Then there's Dennis Schroeder, and it's Diallo in at the 2. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City. Bazemore grabs the miss. Kings leading now by 21. Here's Joseph. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Parker. Joseph's got the 4th quarter going with the first basket of the period here for the Kings. Schroeder passes to Ferguson. Parker with the steal. Barnes up top. And it's Barnes slamming it down.
Pretty good floor awareness from Barnes there. When the break is on, he knows how to get out, get wide, and run.
And that's one way to end up in the highlights.
Yeah, well, the bloopers, right, GA?
Of course, Dirk Nowitzki spent his whole career with the Dallas Mavericks. We don't see that much anymore, do we? From the beginning to the end with one team.
No, but I think we're going to still occasionally have anomalies like we did with Reggie being in Indiana for the years of his playing career. Nate McMillan was in Seattle for his playing career, now coach of the Indiana Pacers. So there will be times where we'll have that once or twice. It's not going to happen very much, Kevin.
Not in today's
not in
NBA.
today's game, and not with what's at stake.
Nerlens Noel checks in for the Thunder. Then for the Kings, Richaun Holmes. He's checked in for Brewer. Bogdanovich comes in for Kent Bazemore. And it's Fox in for Joseph.
And trust me, Dennis Schroeder would love to score the basketball, but his ability to set up his teammates is also effective.
And here's Bogdanovich for 3. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Noel's got his 4th rebound in this one. Now the pass to Ferguson, and stolen by Bogdanovich. Fox with it. Now guarded by Schroeder. Got a piece of it.
Well, these blocks by Schroeder has got to get his teammates going. They're more rare than they are commonplace, but Schroeder getting in there with good hands.
Some changes for Sacramento. Kent Bazemore comes in for Richaun Holmes. And Yogi Ferrell subbed in for Fox. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And every season, the Thunder continue to be one of the more dominating teams on the glass.
You just wonder how much Steven Adams has been the catalyst for that kind of mentality. We know that offensively he's always in there to grab rebounds, but it's part of what they know is important in any possession is... Oh, man.
Oh, let's go home. That was just ridiculous.
I do not remember the last time I saw a dunk like that in a game. Again, the miss by the Kings.
Well, there's more he could have done in this game for sure, but it hasn't kept them from pulling ahead.
And that one's good. Schroeder.
Whenever Schroeder sees a hole in the defense, he is ferocious in how he exploits it.
Parker left side. Feeds it to Fox. It's stolen by Schroeder. And now a fast break for the Thunder. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Bogdanovich dishes to Fox. And Parker gets it to go. The assist by Fox. Fox has got his 4th assist in this one. Schroeder against Fox. Fourth quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far. And the call will be against Alex Len. That is his first foul of the game. Andre Robertson, he's checked in for Ferguson. Then for the Kings, Harry Giles is checked in for Alex Len. Bielitsa comes in for Harrison Barnes. And it's Kent Bazemore in for Bogdanovich. Muscala hits the bucket.
Beautiful transition offense there. That's execution at its best.
Yeah, once you burst through a seam like that, you got to look right towards the rim. Sweet play.
Bielitsa passes to Fox. And that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
These are bonuses. When you get Bielitsa inside to mix it up that way, that helps.
And it's out of bounds. Oklahoma City able to retain possession. A different look for Oklahoma City. Collinari, he's checked in for Muscala. Gilgeous-Alexander comes in for Robertson. And it's Paul in for Dennis Schroeder. Then for the Kings, Richaun Holmes, he's checked in for Giles. Barnes comes in for Parker. And it's Buddy Hield in for Kent Bazemore. Dort misses. Sacramento leading by 22.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for Sacramento.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And so it'll boost this year's win total for them to 29.
And this victory will draw them even in the season series as it comes to a close.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for De'Aaron Fox.
Just an outpouring of points from him. Nobody could do much to keep him from dropping it in.
And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. They've been doing a great job of sharing the ball.
And guys, Sade comes to mind for me because right now that offense, it's a smooth operation.
That's a 2 from Paul. Shot goes down. Very quick possession right there.
That's so good off the bounce on that smooth release, establishing that rhythm. That is a good-looking Jay.
Brewer's shot is off. And so it's Paul bringing it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Diallo inside. Covered by Brewer. The shot by Bazley, no good. So it's the Kings winning this one easily. To come into an opponent's building. And thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it.
unprecedented improvements, shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending. Unprecedented improvements, shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending.
So my job is to shoot threes, you know, in the corner and play good defense. And then Hazel does all that dribble, dazzle stuff and, you know, scores the threes with the green beans and stuff like that.
Well, one thing I will say is people that want to doubt your skills, I've seen you break some ankles out there. So
yes.
I don't think they want to cross you out there, Pink.
Not at all. Don't come for me unless I send for you.
Take it easy on me if I run into you, okay?
Of course.
From the plains of Oklahoma. And let's check out a breakdown Looking at some stats for Colbert.
And his three-point shooting has gotten a lot better over his last 10 games. He looks so much more comfortable from beyond. There's no doubt he's got the green light to let it fly whenever the shot's there for him.
And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. They've got Karl Anthony Towns. Russell is out there with Beasley. And it's Okogie in at the small forward. And for Oklahoma City, Gallinari and Adams, the combo out front. Gilgeous-Alexander out there with Chris Paul. And it's Dort in at the 3, the small forward. And for the Thunder, one of the assistant coaches leaving this past summer. Greg, how much of a concern is that for head coach Billy Donovan?
Possibly a sign that Donovan could be on the hot seat in OKC. I mean, 3 consecutive first-round exits. Donovan on the final year of his deal. The clock is definitely ticking. Oh, and a nice job of turning that miss into 2 points on the tip-in.
Hustle points, I believe they call them. Hustle points right there.
And great instincts, too, guys, anticipating where the miss was going.
Timberwolves have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Russell finds Beasley. Minnesota working with a new shot clock. Okogie inside the three-point line. And off there, he misses his first shot of the night.
You know, currently they're just 1 of 5 from the field. That's not going to get it done.
I like the recognition of the mismatch there, immediately making the defense pay.
Now the Timberwolves with it. Last time they met was in Minnesota.
And their last time against this club, they really fell short at the free throw line.
Yeah, and that was the difference, really. I mean, you think about it, they didn't knock them down at the same rate, and that hurt them.
First quarter, about a minute and a half in. Adams against Towns. Pass to Hernangomez. Good, and the assist goes to Towns.
I guess Towns got a little bit of point guard in him. The big fella with a beautiful dime right there.
And Adams now top of the key. And the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. The dish to Gallinari. Over Hernangomez. A nice shot by Gallinari. Gallinari's got his second bucket of the night.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Russell finds Towns. Okogie for 3. The putback. It's good on the putback. Hernangomez has got 6 points.
Always better to be lucky than good when it comes to offensive rebounding. Unless you're as good as he is, then those tip-ins are all about skill.
Mark, as you're watching a game unfold, what characteristics do you look for in a great closer?
Obviously confidence, a real eagerness to make difference-making plays late, and somebody who can create his own shot if a play breaks down. I mean, that's essential.
Gallinari again, Oklahoma City.
How about he has yet to miss 4-4 to start?
Yeah, he's setting himself up to be their go-to guy today.
Pass to Beasley. And here is Hernangomez. So the wing on the left. Okogie for 3. Good on the three-point shot.
3.
And Adams has got the ball here for the Oklahoma City Thunder. And Gallinari again. He's got 10.
How about 5 straight made from the field to start?
And the defense hasn't been able to do anything to stop him. And when that's the case, just keep feeding the hot hand. Man, what a pass that was there. He really, really relishes making the game easier for his teammates.
Their interior has been inferior defensively. It has got to tighten up.
You're right on target there, Greg. Of the last 10 points they've allowed, 8 have come from in close.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
And, Greg, those looks they're allowing are almost automatic.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Now, here is Gallinari. The jump hook, and there's another one for the Thunder.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
That's not the kind of streak you want to be part of defensively. Tighten it up, fellas.
Gilgeous-Alexander with it. Covered by Beasley, and they pick up 2.
Oh, they own the interior right now. 10 straight points coming from inside.
Well, constantly finding lanes to the basket, getting great looks inside.
Now here's Towns, providing around 26.5 points a game. Rarely has an off night.
Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
So here's Gallinari. It's rebounded by Towns. Here's Okogie. Gallinari covering. Hernan Gomez, no good. And now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander, the fast break chance. Back the ball with 1 on the clock. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
One eye on the rim, one eye on the clock. Nice job.
What was really impressive there, though, guys, was that he could have rushed it and panicked, and yet he kept his cool and splashed it.
Oh, we've seen some great... And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. What stands out to you from Oklahoma City in this one?
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
Yeah, you know what? Makes it really easy for the coaching staff in that case. No adjustments needed. Just keep on keeping on.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. So the Thunder 5 right now. We've got Diallo. Noel is out there with Mike Muscala. Then there's Dennis Schroeder, and it's Ferguson in at the 3.
He can be a forgotten man in their offense sometimes, but the D still has to keep an eye on him.
Schroeder outside.
And the young Timberwolves head coach, Ryan Saunders, son of former Minnesota coach Flip Saunders. About as great of a pedigree you could ask for as a young coach.
Well, guys, you've heard me talk about the DNA when it relates to players. It's the same with coaches. I mean, Ryan has grown up seeing his dad coach at a high level, the late Flip Saunders, one of our favorites in the business. He spent his whole life around basketball, so he has a great way with players and a real good understanding of the game, to a modern-day approach for a young coach.
A slam dunk by Diallo.
Yeah, exceptional play there to take the bump and still get it to fall.
I like to call that stick-to-itiveness, Greg. Getting everything he possibly could out of that play. Nicely done.
Good call.
Timberwolves trail by 7. The 3. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
Not too much respect shown to him by the defenders.
Now here's Schroeder. He's guarded close. Pass to Ferguson. Now here's Diallo. Here's Schroeder. Just 5 to shoot. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Robertson, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Ferguson, the pass to Noel. The shot that time, not on target. Timberwolves trail by 4. Here's Layman. He has 6. Beyond the arc. Another miss by Minnesota.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
The shot's good from Robertson.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
And taking a look now at the stats for Johnson. Really been a key contributor over the past month. He's putting up 13 points a game, 4 assists, and 4 rebounds. The contributions he's been making on the floor have been a boon for this team. Great stretch of games for him.
Yeah, you know, they've given him more responsibility, and he's responded. And the way he's going, I think his role is only going to increase.
Schroeder, right side. Here's Muscala. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. Muscala's got his first 2 points of the night.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness, Greg. I mean, if they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Analytics, Clark, are such a major factor for coaching staffs and scouting staffs, and plenty of micro-analysis to go around. But some statistics can actually be a little bit misleading, don't you think?
Yeah, I agree with you, Kevin, and you can torture the numbers to say whatever you want them to say, so you have to be careful. I think there's a great place for analytics in the game. It's very useful in some areas, but you have to balance it. There has to be a blend there. Take, for instance, shot blocking. Just because you don't block a shot, that sometimes can dismiss what changing shots do to a team's defense or for a team's defense. The number of threes being taken. Effective field goal percentage is more important than raw field goal percentage because of threes. You've got to have a good basketball IQ to be effective. I love the decision to kick it.
And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able to have a challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. Double checking, and the game continues on.
Here's Towns, and the dunk by Towns.
I tell you what, it should absolutely be illegal for a 7-footer to be able to leave the ground that fast, but Towns has made it legal.
Robertson with it, working on Beasley. Drive by Adams, puts it up, and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
And you look at the way Steven Adams has developed his offense the last few years. It's been a huge boost for this team. He has always been a great defender, but now he is an important cog on this team in terms of scoring.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Ferguson kicks to Robertson. Out of bounds. Minnesota takes possession.
And let's check out some stats. Here are the numbers for Adams. 7th in field goal percentage. And don't forget, top 20 in the league in rebounds per game. He's got a great nose for the ball.
And back to his phenomenal efficiency from 3, top 10 in the league. His consistent shooting creates so many openings in the defense. Russell with a wide open look. A three-pointer, no good. They can trade 2 for 1 here.
Would be the right move, I believe, right now.
Gallinari dishes to Paul. Paul is doubled. Back to Gallinari. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Paul's got 3 assists in the game.
And the instincts from the veteran point guard. Chris Paul has tremendous feel for the game and for how to get his teammates the ball when they're open.
Here's Russell with the 3, and the rebound goes to the Thunder. Adams has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Paul, right side. Here's Ferguson. He's guarded by Russell. The Thunder shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight. And he makes the first. Both teams will make substitutions. Both good from the line that time. Inside, shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
A guy with the size and skill of Towns, Kevin, really hard to stop without fouling.
He hits both from the stripe.
Well, he's certainly been on target with the free throws. Such an advantage when your bigs can knock him down from the line.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points.
Hey, guys, I know I'm stating the obvious here, but those could be an important 2 points considering.
All right, David, thank you, and stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back. Danilo Gallinari was the story in the first quarter. He had 16 points, 2 rebounds, and 1 steal. That's all for now. Say goodbye to the...
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. You look at Gallinari, what a contribution.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
Checking out the group now for Ryan Saunders to start the second half. Beasley is out there with D'Angelo Russell. Then there's Towns, and it's Hernan Gomez in at the 4. Here's Okogie. Got it. Good job in the low post. Okogie's got the first basket of the second half here for Minnesota. Oklahoma City trailing.
And one thing the Wolves have done well over the past few seasons, taking care of the ball.
Yeah, you know, they squeeze it well. Low turnovers can be a double-edged sword, though. If you don't make many mistakes, maybe you're not being aggressive enough.
There's Russell with the 3. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. Russell's got his first 3 points of the game.
You know, you look at Russell, and the green light is always on from there for him, and he shoots it with confidence.
Here's Adams. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Adams has got the game tied up here for the Thunder.
I mean, even he was surprised to be that open.
Here's Towns, and the dunk by Towns.
Exactly what you want from your point guard. Nice dime to the open teammate by Russell.
Pass to Adams. That one doesn't drop, and it's the Timberwolves taking it the other way. Just over a minute and a half have passed here in the third quarter. Okogie inside the three-point line. Here's Towns. Out to Russell. From deep. Good, and the assist goes to Towns. Towns has got 4 assists in the game.
Whoa, watch out now. And D'Angelo from deep. That's the parking lot range we've heard about for this young man.
Here's Gallinari. Gets number 9 to fall. He's only taken 10 shots.
Major dominance, and it comes so easily for him. Fantastic at getting to his spots on the floor.
Hernan Gomez finds Beasley. Here's Okogie. Gilgeous-Alexander covering. And so it looks like the Timberwolves will retain possession here. A different look for Oklahoma City. Noel's checked in for Adams. And Mike Muscala's subbed in for Gallinari. Minnesota also with the sub. Culver's checked in for Josh Okogie. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Took the opportunity when he saw it. Russell's got the lead up to 6 now for the Timberwolves.
And they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Now here's Beasley. T right on him. It's Beasley on the wing. Feeds it to Towns. 4 on the shot clock. Can't cash in on the 10-foot jumper. Well, Thunder have gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. Noel passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. Ball against Beasley. Ball kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander. 8 feet away. Count that one. And the Timberwolves lead has been cut down to 2 on the bucket from Muscala. And Clark, throughout your NBA career, you always wore number 33. How'd you end up picking that number?
Well, it goes back to my idolization of Lou Alcindor at the time, who is now known as Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. He was the first big, graceful guy I saw do a little bit of everything in his days at UCLA, and I digested all kinds of books and stories about him, and just really admired his work on and off the court. Because he wore 33, I chose 33.
The pass to Hernan Gomez. It falls for his 5th field goal of the night. Now shooting 5 for 8. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 6 of 9 from the floor here in the second half. They've got to be happy with that.
Fundamentals, guys, using the one-hand slam.
Really makes the basics look pretty exceptional.
And Kevin, I'd suggest that he stay with those basics, because we've got a tight one here tonight.
And that's a foul called on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That's his first foul. 52 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Noel is guarded by Schroeder. Down low, it's stolen by Muscala. Here's Robertson. Again, the Thunder score.
This team really feeds off of one another in terms of their energy.
Perhaps, Greg, some type of motivational speech at halftime got both of these teams fired up.
The Thunder with the lead. Here's Diallo, and he uses the glass on the layup. Diallo's got 5 now.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Noel is guarded by Schroeder. Out to the right wing. Over with it. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. To the inside. Reed. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. For Minnesota, they have hit all 4 of their chances so far in this one. And the first one at the line is good. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Out of bounds, Minnesota takes possession.
Boy, I tell you what, you want to talk about a long bomb. Good luck catching that thing cleanly.
Picked his pocket. That concludes the third quarter. It continues to be an exciting neck-and-neck game. It's the Thunder as they... And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the 2-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or 2 when he needs to.
That's right. I mean, that's not his primary duty, but when the situation calls for it, he can do it and does it well.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. We've got Gallinari, Diallo out there with Dennis Schroeder. And there's Nerlens Noel, and it's Ferguson in at the 3 spot. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Thunder.
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
They haven't wasted time getting the ball up the court tonight either, and it's resulted in a lot of fast break points.
Adams, he's checked in for Nerlens Noel. And a change for the Timberwolves. Russell's checked in. Schroeder kicks to Gallinari. Now here's Diallo. He's guarded closely. 5 on the clock. Here's Ferguson. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And the Thunder lead by 6.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
5 straight baskets, Greg, resulting from assists. They're playing as one unit out there.
Pass to Okogie. Minnesota again turning it over. And the Thunder making a change here. Gilgeous-Alexander's checked in. A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. This offense has really been clicking.
And they know it, guys. They're playing right now with the kind of energy that is hard to deal with.
Here's Gallinari. It's tipped, and he's able to get it back. Over Johnson, and gets hacked by the D. He'll go to the line.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth on that foul, stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
And you think about the 2 best talents in Wolves history, KG, obviously, and probably Big Cat.
I would not disagree. I mean, KG is a Hall of Famer. The Cat, Karl Anthony Towns, has been terrific early in his career. The rebounding and scoring, the versatility at that size between those 2 guys. So it could have possibly been like the Admiral and Tim Duncan. Well, maybe not quite that good, but really good.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
Any lull in the action so far has been short-lived because there have been nothing but buckets in this one.
Malik Beasley, he's checked in for Minnesota. Looking to end the run. It's hauled in by Adams. Adams has got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Passes to Diallo. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. 6 on the shot clock. Over Beasley. Gilgeous Alexander can't get it to go. And there's the foul. It's on Steven Adams. That's his first foul. So it's both teams making substitutions here. Russell finds Beasley. Okogie for three. And that'll be Oklahoma City's ball as it goes out of bounds.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Here's Oklahoma City now. They've got an 8-0 run, and it's out of bounds. Oklahoma City able to retain possession here. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Gallinari down low. Hernan Gomez on him.
And you see how Towns affects the shot. I mean, has the length, tenacity, and timing of a top-shelf defender.
And the dunk by Towns.
And able to pad his stats a little bit there on that play, the board and the bucket.
And you know, Greg, that'll put him in the good graces of that coaching staff, too. My goodness.
Kevin and Greg, hard work on the offensive glass always does that. I mean, his fans will remember the dunk, but the coaches love the rebound.
6 to shoot. Gilgeous Alexander passes to Adams. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. There's 1:54 left in the fourth. From deep three-point range, the rebound by Steven Adams.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check. And it was maybe a step out of his range.
Here's Dort. He's guarded by Russell. He drops the first one, and that will put them up by 9. So he gets them both. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Here's Hernan Gomez, and finished off by Hernan Gomez.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
And guys, I like the fact that he chose the one-hand tomahawk slam, because you get a little higher when you go off one hand and one foot.
The Timberwolves working the ball around now. 1:05 left in the fourth quarter. Shot clock at 6. Towns, the best, Hernan Gomez. Count it.
A super high percentage shot there. You just can't allow him to get that close.
And it's Paul with the ball for the Thunder. There's the pass to Gilgeous Alexander. From the arc. But they recover it.
Oh, great job there, tracking down the long rebound, and the clock will continue to run.
Here's Okogie. Lays it up off the glass. Leaps for it, and it's out of bounds. Oklahoma City able to retain possession here. And so here is Oklahoma City. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth quarter. Adams outside. Pass to Dort. Puts up a 3. Buries it from three-point range. And the Thunder lead by 9.
Not enough ticks left on the clock to save them tonight.
Not by a long shot. It's all but official.
Towns, and he finishes nicely on the layup.
Good luck trying to keep Cat off the glass. Karl-Anthony Towns loves mixing it up down low and getting after those second chances.
Good on the first, and that stretches their lead to 8. Second one is good. Being both at the line, and it's a 9-point ball game here.
I think it's a wrap. When the game's on the line, he knows how to deliver the crushing blow.
Good on the bucket.
You know, they'll take the points, but I'm sure Coach would prefer a higher percentage look next time.
Now, Gilgeous Alexander. No good with the layup. So we see the Thunder get the win here. It was up for grabs. All right, David, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.
unprecedented improvements, shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending.
Of course, always.
So, Pink, last year, I remember we talked about the WNBA coming to NBA 2K for the first time. I can confirm that it's back in NBA 2K21. What are some things you'd like to see to improve on the WNBA inclusion?
I would like to see, like, people that are not my size look so short. Like, I remember Erica Wheeler. I remember playing with her. She looked like, really small. Other than that, I would like to see...
Clouds passing high over the 10th Avenue Bridge and the Mississippi River here in Minneapolis. And a chance now to take a look at some numbers for Culver.
And his three-point shooting has gotten a lot better over his last 10 games. He looks so much more comfortable from beyond. There's no doubt he's got the green light to let it fly whenever the shot's there for him.
Now Sacramento starting five. Fox and Bogdanovich pair up at the 1 and the 2. Richaun Holmes out there with Bialits, and it's Barnes in at the 3 spot. And for the Timberwolves, D'Angelo Russell out there with Beasley. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns, and it's Hernan Gomez in at the 4.
Yeah, multi-dimensional scorer. Hard to match up with Russell in that kind of space. Hey, Chris, there's a lot to like for this Kings franchise right now. Fans have got to be excited about their future.
Yeah, and credit my man Vlade in the front office for rebuilding. They got lots of great young talent, and they kept their picks. The team should be a big factor in the West in the coming years.
Here's Fox. Kings with the fresh shot clock. Bogdanovich passes to Fox. 4 on the clock, with the clock winding down, and no good that time. And it's the Timberwolves taking it the other way. Tough loss coming against the Rockets in the last game they played.
Yeah, tough game on the road. The guys you're defending,
obviously comfortable shooting in their own building. You've got to find a way to break their rhythm.
You got to be locked in on the road. I mean, when there's no cohesiveness on defense, you're in danger.
Hernan Gomez passes to Towns. Good.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you have to bring much faster help than that. The movement off the ball is good. I mean, and the pass to hit him in stride is even better.
Hernan Gomez passes to Towns. A shake. A second chance effort. Yep, it counts.
No basket feels better than a putback. Love getting rewarded for grinding it out on the glass.
Fox passes to Bialica. Kings moving the ball around. Back to Bogdanovich. And Bialica kicks to Holmes. Pass to Barnes. And here is Fox. And here is Bialica. He's guarded by Russell. Bialica passes to Barnes. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
All right, a chance to check out numbers for Barnes. He's been a factor for them over the last month. He's averaging 15 points a game, 4 rebounds, and 3 assists. And he's been making the right decisions and letting the game come to him. Solid play all around.
Yeah, GA, I like it because he's not overcomplicating things. I mean, he's just playing to his strengths and taking what the defense gives him.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Down low. Bialica finds Fox. Healed outside. Hits from the high post. The creation of the super teams, Chris, is enough being done to ensure a competitive balance in the NBA.
I think so. I think that every year we're going to have to evolve in trying to do enough and see what happened the previous year. But yeah, and the fact remains, though, Kevin, is, you know, I like working with you. You're my friend. I would go work with you. And in basketball, you want to go play with your friends.
Same
so
stuff, yeah.
How do you stop that?
Right.
I don't know. When guys get to hang out in the summer and say, wouldn't it be cool if we got to play together? Our kids would play together. We could win one. That's going to be hard to deter. So I just think it's about how strong the will of the friends are, and more importantly, what is the league doing to kind of not necessarily give as much incentive to do that. But I think the league is doing a great job staying proactive, giving guys a lot of incentive, a lot of reason, a lot of dinero to stay at home with the team.
He gets it in there.
You know, he's so quick on the drive, blasting through the defense, easily getting all the way to the cup.
For Minnesota, they've gotten just 3 of their first 9 shots to go down in this game. And Richaun Holmes gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Whole new look on the floor for Minnesota. And the Kings will go for a different look here. Lenz checked in for Richaun Holmes. Giles comes in for Bialica. Kent Bazemore's checked in for Harrison Barnes. And Corey Joseph subbed in for De'Aaron Fox. Reed, Glenn with the block. The putback, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Over to the left wing. 43 seconds left to play in the first. Hield from outside. Score it. His third straight basket in 3 tries.
And Hield is ready to shoot as soon as he gets the pass. The D can't afford to play off of.
Kicks to Johnson. And so it looks like the Timberwolves will retain possession here.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
They're just trying to prevent the opposition from getting comfortable. Next time, that one might get picked.
And that one misses from Layman.
And if you ask me what percentage of the time he's making that shot, my answer would be in the single digits.
Yeah, that's not his spot. Plain and simple. Just trying to force something is rarely a good idea.
Here's Johnson. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now. He's off on the first.
For Timberwolves, James Johnson.
He hits the second from the line. 12 seconds left to play here in the first. Passes it to Joseph. It's Parker outside. Up again, and it's good, but hold on. The officials may want to look at that one on the replay monitor. And it looks like they are going to review the play. The question, did he get the basket off in time?
And the replay center out.
And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Kings ahead, up 2. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. And it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. And what do you guys think about the Kings here in this one so far?
Showing a lot of confidence in their rotation. They went right to that bench when they needed points.
Credit to coaching, GM. Some guys wouldn't have made those substitutions in the first quarter, but now it's paying off.
On the court for the Kings as the second quarter gets underway. Joseph and Hield make up the backcourt. Kent Bazemore is out there with Parker, and it's Len in at the 5. Johnson, the pass to Layman. That one falls, coming off Johnson's feet.
Oh, you have to appreciate the ball movement and the commitment to getting a high percentage look.
The pass to Hield, launches it. His first miss, now 3 of 4 from the field. And though Chris, he's known mostly for his shooting, Buddy Hield has been improving in other areas as well.
Oh, yeah. Let's talk about ball handling, playmaking. I mean, they're notably better from early in his career. He's a solid rebounder who is definitely not a weak link on the defensive side as well.
Pass to Joseph. A 3 ball. Sinks the triple. Joseph's got 5 now.
Oh, no doubt that Buddy Hield can shoot with the best of them. It's encouraging watching him share the wealth as well.
And the slam dunk by Johnson.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Now, here's Bazemore. Tight defense on him. That one falls. Lange got the lead up to 3 now for Sacramento.
Well, it doesn't have to break stride at all thanks to the money lead pass.
Pass to Joseph. Back to Hield from past the arc. Reed with the rebound. Reed's got his 4th rebound in this one.
Well, he hit that 1 3-pointer in the first quarter. Still none so far here in the second. The assist is the key to that sequence. I mean, a great look to set him up.
Hield kicks it to Bazemore. Puts it up from 12. Hield controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Kings lead by 3.
His teammates keep getting him the ball in his favorite spots. He's done a lot for his shooting percentage.
Passes it to Culver. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. It's stolen by Hield. And the Kings pushing it up now. Joseph has an open look. Buries the jumper to finish the break. And now a 5-point Kings lead. Noel covered by Hield. Basket good.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
Len up top. Here's Hield. 11-point game his last outing. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Bazemore for 3. They get the rebound. Len kicks it to Bazemore. Hield, the pass to Parker. Inside. And he makes good on the layup. Parker's got his first 2 points.
And hey, that wasn't easy, but Parker was just committed to scoring no matter what.
The pass to Reed. Releases from 15. The rebound by Hield.
The rotation in the D could be better here. It'll cost them next time if it's not.
And a moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for Fox.
And one thing that has been very consistent for him the last few years, his ability to continue to deliver more and more offense. He's been doing everything that's been asked of him.
Whole new look on the floor for Minnesota. And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. Pass to Barnes. Goes up on the block. And the basket is good. And the Kings lead by 7.
Reliable score. Did you see that? Barnes is superb at getting good position and going to work from there.
Pass to Okogie. Outside, Towns. Great open look there. Towns has got 6.
That was big because they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And what just drops your jaw, Chris, with Fox is just how quick he gets up and down the floor.
Yeah, he's an absolute bullet once he gets out in transition. A good amount of his points come from just beating everyone else down the floor when he pushes the tempo.
And if they're thinking they can get a 2-for-1 here.
You just have to manage the clock correctly. Sometimes it's easier said than done if you also want to get a good look.
Okogie, he shoots again. Towns, no luck.
He usually takes advantage of D like that. Should have been a simple layup.
Bogdanovich wide open. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Hernangomez finds Russell. To the middle. Got a piece of it. And stolen by Bjelica. Outside Bogdanovich. And that one, good. Bogdanovich has got the lead up to 9 now for the Kings.
Refusing to be tied down, Bogdanovich is fantastic at adjusting his body and shot.
And so it's the Sacramento Kings in control with the 9-point.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. Shaq is here. Kenny's here. We're watching a pretty close game for the Kings throughout the first quarter. At the end of the period, they held it 2. Thanks for joining us, folks. We're now just a few minutes.
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. Really an incredible game from Buddy Hield.
Well, he was putting on a passing clinic in that first half, set up a lot of their mates.
Yeah, Jay, he was very creative in how he orchestrated the offense.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. So on the floor for Minnesota, we've got Russell. Also Malik Beasley out there. And it's Hernangomez in at the power forward position. Russell dishes to Beasley. The putback, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Passes to Holmes. Sacramento moving it around. Fox against Russell. Bjelica passes to Fox. That one good for 2. And the Kings lead by 11. Chris, of the guys you went against and played against, who would have benefited from today's style of play the most?
Oh, man, I got a few names. Billy Owens. Billy Owens, to me, was a guy like a Kevin Durant. No, he couldn't shoot like that, but he did everything on the floor for us there in Golden State. And I think in today, an open game for him where he could get going, oh, man, that would just be incredible. I also think of a guy like Detlef Schrempf. He could post up, he could pop and pick, he could shoot the ball deep, he could shoot off the dribble, finish on the break, whatever you wanted, he could give it to you that way. And I think for both guys, that size, that sweet spot, 6'7", 6'8", to play like a little bit of a guard, those two guys come to mind.
Kings leading now by 7. And it's Fox with the jam.
Few players in the NBA have the burst that Fox does. He's so explosive when attacking the rim.
Beasley outside. The pass to Okogie. Now, here is Russell. Covered by Barnes. Here's Hernangomez. Nice move. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. Hernangomez has got his second bucket tonight.
No issues on that one. Good work all around.
And Bjelica has it in the corner. A shot off that time. Timberwolves go the other way with it. It's off to Oklahoma City for him after this game, so they have the Thunder to look forward to. They hit the road with that, the first of a 5-game run. Towns with the steal. Pass to Hernangomez. Nice open look, but it's no good. And so it's Bogdanovich who brings up the ball for Sacramento. They've led by as many as 11 points. And Fox gets it to go.
Passes like that help develop team chemistry. Bogdanovich, I love the display of unselfishness.
Okogie inside the 3-point line. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. Barnes outside. That one drops for him. And now an 11-point Sacramento lead.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
Yeah. Horrible effort. It appears they may be on the brink of giving up.
Here's Bogdanovich, and the layup's good off the glass. Bogdanovich has got 4 this quarter.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Out left of the wing, Okogie for 3. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
Not the most productive quarter he'll ever have, but his shot selection's been a little bit dubious.
2 free throws coming up, and here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul, seeing if that was the right call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Russell with a wide open look. The Timberwolves again can't hit. And you see flashes of brilliance with Harry Giles. And eventually, Chris, you think he'll put it all together?
Oh, yeah, definitely. I do, Kevin. He missed so much time in both college and his entire rookie year. I mean, a little behind the curve in that regard, but the talent is clear. And there was a reason why he was once the top-rated player in the draft.
Layman kicks to Culver. He dishes it to Johnson. Out to Russell, and they get it. The shot's good on the assist by Johnson. Johnson's got his 3rd assist on the night.
Good form on the jump shot. Russell's ability to stretch the floor makes him even more valuable. The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Let's talk about the great competition going on. That's what makes a matchup like this so much fun to watch.
Kings leading now by 17. Pass to Barnes. From outside the arc. And Layman pulls it down. Minnesota's gotten 1 of 6 3-pointers to drop since coming out of the locker room at halftime. Russell, no good.
A little surprised he took the jump shot with nobody around him. He could have attacked the basket.
And it goes down 2 points. And 12 points for De'Aaron Fox.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Passes it to Reed. Here's Layman. Covered by Barnes. Layman gets the bucket. And it's the Kings with the ball. Their next game playing at home as the Nets come into town. That'll be the first of 2 straight at home. And so it's Sacramento with a sizable lead as the quarter wraps up. They're ahead 16 points. They've been putting on a... Let's listen now to head coach Luke Walton review the game plan.
Be strong with it down here. Get good looks. On that end, we'll keep getting stopped.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the 4th quarter, but stranger things have happened. On the court right now for the Kings, Hield and Barnes are the 2 and the 3. Giles is out there with Len, and it's Fox in at the point. The shot by Layman, no good. Kings leading now by 16. On the wing, Barnes over Reed. Barnes can't get it to go.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
And Russell with the basket on the assist by Johnson. Johnson's got his 4th assist in this one. Fox looking it over. Rebound by Johnson. Minnesota's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the 4th quarter. Here's the floater. And with that shot, the Kings lead is cut down now to just 12 on the basket from Reed.
Oh, such a field shot there, the floater.
Back to Fox. Hield outside. Over Russell. And once again off the mark by Sacramento. Culver passes to Johnson, and the slam dunk by Johnson.
How about the recognition from Culver? Terrific at realizing when the defense has broken down.
Hield dishes the Len. And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half in this fourth quarter. Clock at 6, puts it up from 12, and it's in off the backboard. 14 points for Buddy Hield.
In the mid-range game of Hield is excellent. Always got to play up on him when he has the ball.
And here's Culver. Here's Lehman. Here's Johnson, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. Harrison Barnes picks one up. First one falls for him. Some changes for Sacramento. Rashawn Holmes comes in for Len, and Bielitsa in for Harry Giant. And so Fox will bring it up for the Sacramento Kings. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. Only one man back on D. Ahead. And then Johnson with the dunk.
And all of a sudden, that great run makes this a ball game again. And now is no time to take your foot off the gas. They have got to stay aggressive.
Oh, yeah, they still got work to do. What a job they've done to get back into this one.
And it's Bielitsa with the foul. That's his first foul. Beasley kicks to Towns. Nice ball movement by Minnesota to the paint, and so it looks like the Timberwolves will retain possession here. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter, and that one is good by Beasley.
Well, they're getting stops, and they're attacking on the offensive end.
Yeah, now that's how you mount a comeback. They're not all the way back, but they're getting close.
And once again off the mark by Sacramento. Holmes with the steal. Right side, Fox. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That's on D'Angelo Russell.
Well, that's what you want to do. Fox forces the defender to commit, gets him in a tough spot, and gets the trip to the line.
Fox hits them both. Here's Minnesota. They're on a 13-4 run right now. Count it.
The adjustments they've made offensively, they're putting guys in a position now to succeed.
Well, I mean, anyone can tell they've ramped up the intensity. I mean, they're more assertive, and especially at the offensive end.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
To the right side. Towns finds Beasley. And another three for Minnesota.
Really taking advantage of every scoring opportunity. They've somehow found a way to make this thing exciting.
Here's Fox. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Towns has got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Okogie, he nails it. And we're tied up. Okogie's got 4 this quarter.
And after all that time, finally, they've been able to tie it up here in the fourth quarter. What a comeback and what a finish we have in store.
I didn't think they'd be able to come all the way back. These games had a little bit of everything.
Sacramento's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Fox against Russell. And there's the pass to Holmes. He kicks it to Hield. Offline with his 3.
With all these 3-pointers he's missed in the first half, he's become a weight around.
And here we go. A coach's challenge has been initiated. We'll have to now review the personal foul in question.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Hernan Gomez is checked in. Towns, the pass to Beasley. There's the 3. kept alive Minnesota.
I love the determination he showed there, getting himself into good position under the glass.
With the presence of mind to know just where the rebound was going to come down. Well timed.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Yeah, he approached that one with total confidence. He has what it takes to come through in the clutch.
And that was so clutch. I mean, they're in front by the slimmest of margins, in need of a stop right here.
Barnes dishes to Fox. Back to Barnes, to the inside. Got it!
That's just a product of good pass work. I mean, nice team basketball right there.
And the Timberwolves with possession here. And it's Towns penetrating. Money!
And from day one, Towns has been one of the NBA's top post players. A versatile, well-rounded game on the low block. It doesn't hurt that he can step outside and knock down the jumper either.
A chance now to recognize our Jordan player of the game, Karl-Anthony Towns.
And he's been out there doing his thing, just dominating on the glass. There aren't many players who put more into their rebounding than he does. And we saw that again tonight. Nobody could match his effort on the board.
So it's Minnesota.
unprecedented improvements, shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending. threes, shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluid, and goaltending.
Some dunks. I know that has to, come from the women themselves, but see a little bit more of, flashy to the basket things like, the Euro, the, hop dunk, the Euro dunk. I know they're not doing that, but it would be nice to see.
Now, you started an amazing group, Ball Like Her. Talk more about that.
Yes, Ball Like Her is basically a safe place for all women gamers from all walks of life. Women supporting women, empowering women.
Looking down upon... It's getting late in the season. Let's see how the standings are out west. You take a look at the Thunder. If the playoffs started today, they'd hold the number 5 seed. Of course, they're looking to build on that. And, of course, the Kings. Right now, they're 5 spots below them.
And, for the Thunder, they've stayed right there, just in sniffing distance of the conference leaders. That's a solid accomplishment at this stage of the season.
Yeah, even so, though, I'm sure they're not satisfied just being near the top of the standings. They're going to be looking to make a major push as the season winds down.
So here's Oklahoma City's starting group. Gallinari and Adams, the combo out front. Chris Paul is out there with Gilgeous-Alexander, and it's Dort in at the 3. And for Sacramento, Fox and Bogdanovich pair up at the 1 and the 2. Bielitsa is out there with Holmes, and it's Barnes in at the 3 slot. Here's Bogdanovich. Gallinari making his last shot. And change shot. And Bogdanovich kicks to Barnes. Good ball movement here by the Kings. And now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander, the fast break champs.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
Going right to the rim, which is where you want transition opportunities to end.
Doris Adams, a terrific player on the floor. But you know what? He's a great teammate as well. They always talk about the great chemistry he brings to the Thunder.
And anyone who's had a conversation with Steven Adams knows he is quite a character. This guy is so easygoing. He's fun. I think he brings a great vibe to the locker room.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. With an average of around 19.5 points a game, his scoring has been a constant for them. Holmes passes to Bogdanovich. Gilgeous-Alexander pulls it in.
Boy, if you're going up against this guy in this close a range, you've got to defend with everything you've got. A tremendous job defensively.
Here's Adams. In tight, he gets the jumper to fall. The Kings have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Connects from 3-point range.
Fox must continue to work on that shot. When he's knocking it down from there, boy, the D is in trouble.
Now here's Adams. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 11 points a game.
Boy, a clean, close look. What a missed opportunity.
Here's Fox. Misses the 3. Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's covered by Bogdanovich. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Shoots over Holmes. Here's Adams. No good that time. And Sacramento will go the other way with it. Their last meeting was in Oklahoma City, where they were unable to fight off the Thunder.
And they lost a close one last time they saw each other. And you have to think that it was the foul trouble that really kept them from getting the win.
Yeah, some of their starters had to take an early seat on the bench, and that ruined the rhythm and flow they were trying to establish.
Now, here's Fox. Steven Adams unable to get his last shot to go. Doris, who are some of your favorite players to interact with, interview, and question as you go through the season?
Yeah, I mean, there's so many guys. I think, you know, certain people really give a lot of thought to their answers. So Kyrie Irving, he wants to explain what he's thinking. He's willing to share and take a moment and consider the question. Kevin Durant, Steph Curry, Damian Lillard, all of these guys, when I ask a question, they'll pause for a moment, consider the question, and then respond. And for somebody who's got to interview, there's nothing greater than having those guys willing to take some time with me.
Doris, and you always get great answers from them, too. So there's a great rapport there, I can see. And here is Muscala, following the three-pointer by Buddy Hield. Trains it from beyond the arc.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now here's Schroeder. He had a 27-point outing in their last game against Utah, and he makes that one.
For a guy who's a little bit smaller at the guard position, Schroeder is fearless. I think he likes contact.
Fox passes to Parker. Makes it off the glass.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
There's 38 seconds left in the first quarter. And there's the defensive 3-second call. The Thunder shooting their first free throw tonight. And he shows the focus there, nails the technical.
Well, the Thunder begin on the defensive end of the floor. This is a team whose formula is to force a ton of turnovers, come up with steals, get out in transition. Last year, 4th in the league in defensive rating.
Andre Robertson, he's checked in for Diallo. Three-pointer, Hield, and another three for Sacramento.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Schroeder passes to Ferguson. Now Robertson. Guarded by Len. The shot's good from Robertson.
Well, this is crucial. If Andre Robertson can consistently make shots from deep, boys, wow, his value skyrockets.
Here's Fox. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. No shortage of scoring here at the end of the first quarter. Kings lead by 4. Let's take a quick break now, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And let's quickly break down the game we've been watching for the Kings, guys.
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
And why wouldn't they, Greg? You see their effectiveness in the open floor. Very difficult to slow down.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. So for Oklahoma City right now, Ferguson out there with Mike Muscala. Then there's Nerlens Noel. Then there's Andre Robertson. And it's Schroeder in at the point guard position. That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2. For the Sacramento Kings, their last game a loss to the Pelicans.
Boy, not many players in the league who are going to be faster than Dennis Schroeder in the open floor.
Sacramento leading by 3. On the wing, Hield. Off target from three-point range.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
That evens the score. And it's 7 points for Dennis Schroeder.
Well, rhythm, confidence. When Schroeder is pulling the trigger, you know he's feeling it.
Parker with it. Now guarded by Schroeder. And Joseph kicks it to Bazemore. Hield from outside. The Thunder pull it in. This game coming after a loss against the Jazz.
And really, for a long time, the specter hanging over Buddy Hield was he's the player who was traded for DeMarcus Cousins. Hard billing to live up to, but he has made some giant leaps with his development.
Now here's Joseph. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Hits the three-point bomb.
I'll tell you, a terrific read from Corey Joseph. He recognizes the overcommitment of the defense and takes advantage.
To the middle. The putback.
There's real synergy in play right now on the offensive end. The pass was right where it needed to be.
Pass to Bazemore. Some nice ball movement here by the Kings. And that one's good. Parker. And Hield has slowly but surely turned himself into one of the elite shooters in the NBA.
And guys, to be as locked in as he is from deep with his height and release is deadly. He's the kind of player who gets better as his teammates get better around him, and he is just now finding his stride.
And out of bounds as the Thunder gain possession. And a quick look at how the Oklahoma City Thunder's schedule is shaping up. On Friday, they'll take on Karl Anthony Towns and the Minnesota Timberwolves. And then on Sunday, they'll go up against Bradley Beal and the Washington Wizards.
And for the matchup with the Grizzlies, this is a game that they are expected to win. But sometimes those are the kind of games where you get a little bit sloppy and start looking ahead. Either way, they'll need to put in tremendous effort to walk away with the victory.
He nailed 2 from distance in the opening period. Now gets this one.
Here's Schroeder. It's deflected. Now here's Bazemore. He's covered by Muscala. Now Bazemore. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against New Orleans.
And you know, guys, the other thing I really appreciated about his effort in that game was the effort and work on the glass. What a well-rounded performance. Boy, a really tough quarter for this guy, just struggling to make shots right now.
Ferguson. The Thunder with another miss.
Boy, what a job defensively. You couldn't play that any better.
The three from Joseph. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
Schroeder outside. Shot to stop the run. And it's Sacramento with the rebound. Giles has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Bazemore gets the bucket. And it's an 11-point Sacramento lead.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
How about the quick first step of Nerlens Noel? The mobility of the big, impressive.
Sacramento with the ball. The Thunder making the shot. Back to Joseph. Shoots over Schroeder. No good off the front iron. Thunder trailing by 9. Here's Ferguson. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
And some changes here for the Kings. Alex Lenz checked in for Parker. Bielitsa comes in for Hield, and it's Fox in for Corey Joseph. And a new group in here for the Thunder. Steven Adams, he's checked in for Nerlens Noel. Alinari comes in for Mike Muscala. Diallo, he's checked in for Robertson. And it's Paul in for Dennis Schroeder. And here now the Thunder. Sacramento able to drain the 3. Alinari finds Diallo. Comes out of the gate empty. He's 0 for 1.
And I'm not sure that is a shot that he should be taking.
Well, it's hard to imagine that the play was designed to go in that direction. Boy, I'd be surprised if we see that again.
Bazemore passes to Fox. 5 to shoot. Shot by Bielitsa and nobody around. Good, and a nice assist from Fox.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
Bielitsa pass to Bazemore. From deep. It doesn't go for him. Ferguson for 3, and so it's the Sacramento Kings. Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the 3rd quarter of basketball following.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to a pretty close game for the Kings throughout the first quarter. They were on a nice little roll in that. And that.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Nice game, great performance by Nemanja Bjelica.
Yeah, he's just been raining down on him from deep here. Talk about dialed in.
Well, the break certainly didn't have a cooling effect on him at all. He's in a great rhythm, looking comfortable and confident.
Fox and Bogdanovich pair up at the 1 and the 2. Harrison Barnes is out there at Bjelica, and it's Holmes in at the 5. That's the 5 out there for the Kings. Now, here's Bjelica. Danilo Gallinari unable to get his last shot to go. And here's Bogdanovich for 3. The shot comes out. Now Oklahoma City takes it the other way. And after this one, they're home against Minnesota. That game is the first and last of their homestand. Doris, such an honor to be on this with you. And you were the first female to become a full-time NBA analyst. Breaking new ground. You've accomplished so much in your life, personally, professionally. What would you tell young women who are graduating college, looking to get ahead in their career, and what you've chosen?
Well, first and foremost, I've been very lucky, Kevin. The game of basketball has been a part of my life since I was 7. It's been a driving force. I love it. I would just tell young women, times are changing. Dream big. There's nothing that's impossible. And I'm so thankful to the NBA players and coaches who have just wrapped their arms around me from the time I entered this business. So kudos to those players who are part of the change, no question.
And hard work. I have seen you work. I have seen you prepare. No one prepares more. No one works harder than you.
Thanks, Kev.
Now, here's Bogdanovich. Steven Adams unable to get his last shot to go. And Bogdanovich kicks to Bjelica. Here's Fox. The offensive rebound.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Here's Paul. That misses off the backboard. And it's Fox with the ball for Sacramento. Kings moving the ball around. Barnes outside. The 3. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Adams has got his 7th rebound here tonight. Dort passes to Paul. A nice shot by Gallinari.
Really, really good at recognizing the gaps and getting the ball to the rim.
Fox looking it over. Barnes outside. Oh, good with the triple. Thunder trailing by 13.
The 7th overall pick in 2012 out of North Carolina. Harrison Barnes won a title in Golden State. Signs the big contract with Dallas, but yet to achieve the stardom that many predicted back in high school.
Gallinari dishes to Adams. Bucket is good. Adams has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Listen, there is a touch and a confidence about Steven Adams. If he's in the paint, he will get it done.
Here's Barnes. It's hauled in by Adams. Greg, you look at Harrison Barnes. What's his best role?
I mean, Kevin, he's a hard worker, able to hit the spot up 3. Defensively, his strength gives him some versatility, just a solid contributor.
Some changes for Sacramento. Alex Lenz checked in for Bjelica. Buddy Hield comes in for Bogdanovich. And Corey Joseph subbed in for Fox. Diallo, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Dennis Schroeder comes in for Chris Paul. Pass to Barnes. The tray goes back up. Holmes kicks to Barnes. Hield outside. Fires from deep. Knocked loose.
And you could see he knew exactly where that long rebound was coming off, able to get there quickly and snatch it up.
The Thunder shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game. And the Kings making a change here. Fox is checked in. Noel's checked in for Oklahoma City.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
Chalk up 2 there. Fox has got 8 points.
And the quickness Fox has, boy, it's impressive. Just coasting to the cup with ease.
Noel passes to Diallo. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander in the corner. Inside. Here's Adams. Rebounded by Holmes. Holmes got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Shot by Hield, nobody around. Good, and a nice assist from Fox. Fox has got 3 assists in the game. Schroeder kicks to Noel. Left side, Adams. Over Hield. And with that shot, the Sacramento lead is cut down to 10 on the bucket from Adams.
I'll tell you, what a night. He has been efficient. He's been strong. Unfortunately, they're still fighting an uphill battle.
Now the feed to Barnes. It's stolen by Adams. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. That one goes. Count it. Gilgeous-Alexander's got his second basket of the game.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
The finish in transition, nice and easy.
Holmes kicks to Fox. His 3-pointers off the mark. And so it's Sacramento in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. A good size advantage, and they'll look to increase it. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Defensively, we're playing without.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Sacramento leading by 8. And Oklahoma City, looking who they've got to start the fourth quarter. Schroeder and Gilgeous-Alexander. They're up in the backcourt. Nerlens Noel is out there with Muscala, and it's Diallo in at the 3 spot.
Well, he had the defense's attention, dropping 2 threes in the first half, but he hasn't made one since.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Noel.
Boy, 9 times out of 10, that's going in. I'm sure he surprised himself with the miss.
And there's the basket. Whistle blows, and a chance for a 3-point play. Going to the line for 1.
And sometimes Fox just can't be contained. I mean, he plays with so much heart and passion and terrific at scoring, even when he gets bodied up.
Schroeder against Fox. And a lot of contact up, and it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the officials.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Great positioning on the putback. And the Kings lead by 13.
Well, just terrific instincts right there from Alex Len on the offensive glass. Really impressive.
It's good on the putback. 6 points for Nerlens Noel.
Oh, how about the deft touch right there, guys?
He just guided that ball back up and in. Just a fingertip touch on the ball. Sacramento moving it around. Up top, Fox. Trying to get open his Len. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. Or some of these players are making more money on endorsement deals than on their NBA contracts. I mean, I just shake my head at that, don't you?
It's an amazing time in which we live because the power of social media and the understanding of today's athlete that their brand is significant and that their brand extends outside of the lines of competition. You see so many men who have overseas opportunities, whether you're talking Kevin Durant, Steph Curry, Donovan Mitchell. They understand the power of the face and the talents they bring to the table. Truly, truly remarkable young men.
Remarkable indeed. Here's Fox, pocket 4, misses off the left iron.
Well, they have the advantage, but you still feel like this guy needs to find a way to get himself going. And when he plays with that kind of attacking basketball, almost impossible to stop near the rim.
Sacramento leading by 9. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Back to Bogdanovich. The 3. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
Here's Fox. Basket number 5 goes in. He's now 5 of 12 from the floor.
I think it's fair to say that Fox is in the zone right now. An exciting player to watch. I just love seeing how he can take over a game with his aggressiveness.
And here's Fox. He'll bring it up for the Sacramento Kings. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. And now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander, the fast break champs. And Dort gets it to go.
Yeah, this offense is rolling. They've been assertive, but they're also playing under control.
I think the communication on offense is working at every level right now. What a run for this group.
On the wing, Barnes. Outside, Bogdanovich. Fires the 3. Kept alive by Sacramento, and they're trailing by 5. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, and it took a terrific effort at both ends to sustain this run.
And, Greg, they found their composure on both ends of the floor, and that is what triggered this run.
A nice shot by Bogdanovich.
This is what we call highly efficient play. Working off the screen, getting to the cup.
And the pass to Noel, and stolen by Barnes. Now, here's Fox. And it's Fox with the jam.
Well, Fox has got great leaping ability, and he likes to get up off the ground there for the flush.
This has reached desperation time for him.
I'll tell you, you need absolute perfection on every possession. That's what it's going to take here.
Paul's shot is off. Sacramento's gone ice cold from three-point land, 0-4 since the start of the final quarter. Back to Fox. Pass to Bogdanovich. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though. Sacramento making some changes. Alex Len's checked in for Rashawn Holmes, and Parker subbed in for Barnes. Adams, he's checked in for the Thunder. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. A three-pointer off the mark.
Well, you can see why the defense dared him to shoot it. That's not really his spot.
Here's Fox. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
Yeah, playing with great energy and great effort. And as a coach, you'd love to see this from your team every single night. That's what you call slamming the door. This one is over.
The drive by Schroeder. Here's Diallo. The Thunder with another miss.
Going for that shot in that situation is something that isn't going to help the offense.
And in a way, by taking that one, he's bailing out the defense. It's just too easy to stop.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
Well, for all intents and purposes, this game is over. Just a matter of time here.
So it's the Kings winning this one easily. Some good competition, but the... All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that about wraps it.
unprecedented improvements. Shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending. Unprecedented improvements. Shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending.
and empowering women to do, streaming, create content without a fear of, oh, you're a girl, you can't play video games, or go get in the kitchen, or the crazy things that we hear on a day-to-day basis. It's basically a safe place. So for any women gamers out there that are watching this interview that want to be a part of a sisterhood, you can hit me up on Twitter at PrettyLovesPink, and I could, tell you a little bit more about Ball Like Her, and we can, join you, especially if you're a streamer or a content creator, or maybe
a well-dressed group of Timberwolves as they made their way to the locker room. They love playing in front of their raucous home crowd. And the game arrival, sponsored by And with pregame routines coming to an end, we're just about ready. Well, a terrific attitude. It makes him very tough to handle. David, thank you. And tonight, two teams, Brent, that like to get into their set, work the ball, have a little patience. Back in your day, what was your favorite play to run in half court?
Any NBA player, Kevin, will tell you their favorite play to run in half court was any play that was called for them. Yeah. So let's start with that. But most of the time, I just enjoyed sets where the ball moved around. 4 or 5 touches. We talk often about good to great, but when you knew the opportunity for you to shoot the ball was there, but there was a better one for the next guy, that's when you're operating at a high level.
Now the opening lineup for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Gallinari and Adams, the combo out front. Gilgeous-Alexander out there with Chris Paul. And it's Dort in at the 3, the small forward. And for the Timberwolves, we've got D'Angelo Russell. Also Malik Beasley out there. And it's Towns in at the center, locking down the middle. Here's Paul. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
Some of the success to Chris Paul being able to drive has to do with his devastating mid-range game. He makes the defense play him honestly everywhere on the floor.
Here's Towns, and Adams sends it back. Paul against Russell. Paul's shot is off.
I'm not sure where the lack of focus comes in there, Kevin. That's not like him. The defense is close, but there's enough space to score.
Towns, the best, Hernangomez. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
I'm shocked he missed that wide open look. He has to feel embarrassed he blew that one.
Feeds it to Adams. That shot off. Towns with the defensive effort. Shoots from 12. Hernangomez finds Towns, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And you look at how Towns is so effective on offense, and it's because he really has the entire package for a big man. Back to the basket, facing up, playing outside or in, off the bounce or on the catch. This guy can do it all.
And Greg, as you said, it's the skill level of Towns at his young age that is so incredible.
Very capable 3-ball shooter, but he likes backing you down on the block as well. You step back and look at what he can do for a team, and there aren't really any holes in his game.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander, covered by Beasley. And here we go. Fast break. Towns has got it.
And off the schneid here. 1 of 5, but that's a big one.
For Oklahoma City, they've gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. 8 feet away. Here's Adams. The shot goes in. First of the night. He's 1 for 3 to start the game.
Steven Adams, a workhorse down low like that. Once he's got position, he'll want the ball.
Beasley, the pass to Towns. Here's Hernangomez over Gallinari. The rebound by Steven Adams. Now here is Gallinari. He's guarded closely. Misses that one. He's 0 for 1 from the floor.
You get a feeling that he made that much more difficult than he had to. No reason why he had to fade away on that jumper.
Outside, Russell. Kicks it out to Beasley. Back to Russell. Down low. Gallinari with the steal. Russell against Paul. The 11-footer. That one rolling around and rims out. For Oklahoma City, their last game was a loss to the Jazz. Here's Beasley. Pass to Towns. Another miss by Minnesota.
D giving him that shot, and that's probably not a good idea, but I guess they knew what they were doing that time.
And Torch gets it to go.
This is why you love Chris Paul running your offense. Just move without the ball, find some space, and the ball will find you.
They get it back. Here's Towns. Adams, a nice D.
Well, if he's going to keep shooting, they've got to run some plays for him. Screens, pick and rolls, anything they can do to get him started.
Gilgeous-Alexander up and in on the layup.
Gilgeous-Alexander, a unique frame at his size and an intriguing scorer.
Outside, Russell. Now the pass to Okogie. And Chris Paul picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Johnson, he's checked in for Minnesota. Nerlens Noel checks in for the Thunder. Dennis Schroeder comes in for Chris Paul. To the wing right side. And stolen by Noel. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
A different look for Oklahoma City. Mike Muscala is checked in for Steven Adams. And Terrence Ferguson subbed in for Gallinari. Johnson kicks to Culver. Pass to Reed. They need this. And he's good on the three ball.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Inside. Noel. Offensive rebound.
Nice tip in there. I mean, he's got like a sixth sense in terms of where the miss is going to go. That is really a talent.
Here's Ferguson. Rebound, Minnesota. Tough loss coming against the Rockets in the last game they played.
Yeah, you saw the communication breakdowns defensively, just giving up way too many open looks.
Yeah, sometimes you can play good on-ball defense, but it's the help defense that makes you elite. And on that night, nobody rotating and not a lot of help.
At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And for the Thunder guys, what stands out to you so far?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Just a great job, really, of making the game ugly, trying to muck it up a little bit out there.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. And so in the game for the Timberwolves, we've got Johnson. Layman is out there with Culver. And it's Reed in at the 5 down low. Culver passes to Reed. Out to the right wing. Shot clock at 6. Layman kicks to Johnson. Over Muscala. Tries again. And the rejection by Noel.
Noel in there to intimidate and does so there.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And with this chance, we can show you the real stats, the real scores from the real NBA. Those are the season's top shot blocking teams. 5th, the Timberwolves.
I mean, terrific rim protection. I mean, they rotate and help on the inside as well as anybody. And, of course, you want to keep offenses on the outside shooting jump shots, and that continues to be the goal.
Brent, if you were building an offensive system from scratch, what would be your favorite style of play?
I would really tend to lean on 3 guards that could handle the basketball, Kevin. Guys who can initiate plays from all over the floor and really look to find players that are smart about playing off the ball. You combine 3 of those guys with the skill set, so one has it and the other 2 are maneuvering around. They're going to cause so much commotion. They're going to cause so many breakdowns defensively within a possession that a multitude of playmaking players, that would be tremendous. And
Tough
all of those guys,
defend, right?
yeah, but all those guys too, Kevin, on top of that, we talked about their physical nature and stature. I would want guys that are 6'6", 6'7", and long, because when you get back to the other end, you want them to be able to coordinate and take up enough room defensively to cause some problems. But man, 3 guards, 3 long guards, and this is something that Phil Jackson relied on during the years when they won championships in Chicago. He always looked for long guards. Aside from Jordan and Pippen, there was the Ron Harpers of the world that helped accentuate what they could do on the perimeter.
Wayman pass to Reed. Johnson right side. And it's Johnson with the jam.
Well, known for his athleticism, Johnson can sneak up on you, and that time, that dunk looking second nature.
Here's Diallo. A slam dunk by Diallo.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Passes it to Culver. 11 feet away. It's good, and the Thunder lead is cut down now to just 8 points with the basket from Johnson.
Impressive shooting touch from James Johnson. That's what the summer's for. Get your touch right. Deadly right here tonight.
Ferguson kicks to Diallo. Lets the three fly. And Culver pulls it down. The Timberwolves have gone 2 of 6 in the field in the second quarter so far. Here's Reed. And 2 free throws coming up as the whistle blows. He barely missed that one.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
This is his first chance at the line tonight. The first one falls. So both teams changing it up here.
At the line for 2.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. Oklahoma City leading by 6. Paul dishes to Adams. Good, and Paul gets the assist.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
Well, that's a guy out there in Steven Adams that you just have to pay attention to. Every night he's going to bang around the opposing big guys and be a threat around the rim to score and pick up offensive rebounds.
Got a piece of it. And it's out of bounds. Oklahoma City able to retain possession. And the Timberwolves making a change here. Hernan Gomez is checked in. 1:32 left to play here in the second quarter. Kicks it out to Paul. Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. Here's Beasley, and it's blocked.
Iverson out there to play defense. He excels at getting off the ground so quickly to get the block.
And Chris Paul picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
It's his second foul, but not the end of the world. One more before halftime, though. That would change some things.
Beasley with a clean look. No good on the shot. And Oklahoma City will go with it the other way. They've led by as much as 10. And with Adams on the offensive glass, he is impossible to move.
Well, that's a big reason why a couple years ago, Kevin, he grabbed more offensive rebounds than defensive rebounds. So you know he's going to live in the paint.
And so it's Gallinari with it. He'll bring it up for Oklahoma City. 6-point lead. Last time they met was in Minnesota, where they beat the Timberwolves.
And the last time they were able to come away with that win because of their depth. Great production from the reserves.
Probably looking for more of the same here. As we know, a deep bench so crucial to any team's success.
Ball outside. Adams trying to free himself up. Paul's shot is off. Minnesota's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. And it's Russell at the elbow. And there it is for him. Russell's got his first bucket in this one.
With a gentle touch inside. Russell really improving as a finisher.
Hit his foot. And it's being called a kickball. To the inside. That's good from Gallinari on the assist by Paul. Paul's got 3 assists now in this one. Towns, the pass to Russell. And so it's the Oklahoma City Thunder with a 6-point lead at the end.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey everybody, welcome to the a competitive matchup for Oklahoma City in the first quarter. They were on a nice little roll. And that'll do it.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. The Thunder leading by 6. And on the floor for Billy Donovan as we get into the second half. Gallinari and Adams, the combo out front. Chris Paul is out there with Gilgeous-Alexander, and it's Dort in at the 3. Here's Gallinari. Out of bounds. Minnesota takes possession.
And let's check out some stats for Gilgeous-Alexander. He's been on a tremendous roll since the All-Star break, putting up about 18 points per, 6 rebounds, and 4 assists. And you look at the numbers he's been putting up, fantastic scoring production from him.
Yeah, hard to ask for anything more at this point. He's really stepped up, and he's really delivered.
And let's review some numbers for Paul. 6th in free throw percentage, 12th in steals, and he's in the top 20 in assists per game. His talent for creating easy buckets for his teammates, such an asset.
And yeah, he's a true professional at the free throw line. It's a part of the game where he excels. You want him at the line for you in crunch time. Here's Dort. He averages a bit over 6 points a game. Shot clock at 5. Up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
The motor right now for Steven Adams is humming on the glass, getting after it.
Okogie, the pass to Russell. Hernan Gomez against Gallinari. Russell kicks to Towns. Makes no mistake on the open jump shot.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Russell passes to Okogie. Now Towns. Hernan Gomez with the ball. No points in the game yet for him. Beasley, the pass to Russell. Here's Okogie, defended by Paul. Okogie misses. Oklahoma City leading by 6. To the middle. Here's Adams, the feed to Gallinari. Here's Dort. Off target from outside.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
Team starts the second half missing 4 of 5 shots. When does the coach possibly call a timeout and reiterate what he talked about at halftime?
Gallinari passes to Dort. And Brent, with the corner 3 being such a popular shot, should we consider widening the court, making it all feel the same?
That's an interesting question, Kevin. There's been some talk around the idea of actually dissipating that three-point line into the sideline.
Yes.
I really just wanted to say dissipating, by the way.
Well, and you said it well.
The other thing, Kevin, that has been considered, what if we went back to skinnying up the lane line back to the original George Mikan days of the lane being 6 feet wide rather than what we see today at 12 feet? That would put a ton more value on post-up and two-point play, almost so much as the three-point shot and the two-point shot in the post equate to the same amount of points per possession.
Yeah, Ferguson's checked in for Oklahoma City. Floats one, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Thunder will retain possession. Minnesota on D. They've only allowed 2 points so far here in the second half. Now here's Schroeder. He's tightly guarded.
And they shot it well in the first half, but have suffered a drop-off since then. Still, though, in the lead, so they can make up for it on the defensive end.
Pass to Culver. Dishes to Johnson. There's the pass to Reed. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Offensive rebound. Second shot opportunity. And with that, the Thunder lead is cut down to just 4 points in the bucket from Culver.
I'll tell you, Culver has an array of moves once he gets into the paint.
Here's Schroeder. That one wide left.
I know it's about defending the post and the three-point line these days, but still got to be active in the mid-range area, and the defense gets away with one there.
Johnson right side. Over Muscala. Timberwolves with a fresh shot clock. The Thunder leading by 4. Schroeder finds Diallo. Here's Ferguson. Bounce pass from Noel. Schroeder left side. Out of hand on it, but he recovers it. to the left wing. 6 on the shot clock. Out of bounds. Minnesota takes possession. And now here's our rookie watch. Since the All-Star break, these have been the best three-point shooters of the NBA's freshman crop. 5th best, Jarrett Culver.
And his shot starting to fall consistently here the second half of the season. Credit him for staying in the gym, putting in the work, and continuing his development.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Malik Beasley, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. And Oklahoma City also making a switch. Robertson, he's checked in. Oklahoma City's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Here's Diallo, and the layup's good off the glass. Diallo's got 6 points.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Beasley outside. They get it back. Johnson kicks to Layman. Over Diallo. Another miss by Minnesota.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. It goes on Jarrett Culver.
Oh, that's straight TNT, baby. Explosive.
That was pretty, and he just has that effortless knack for getting inside. Pass to Reed. And the rejection by Noel. The layup off target. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Thunder lead by 6. And time to step aside quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
That's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that play.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Culver out there with Beasley. Then it's Johnson, and it's Reed in at the center position. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. And the slam dunk by Johnson.
Such opportunistic basketball right there, and that's when they desperately needed it.
There's Noel. It's tipped. Johnson, the pass to Culver. Back to Johnson. To the paint. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City.
And the effort never stops with him. No easy shots when he's on the floor.
Well, it's about the defensive end, and that's what guys feed off. He gives the effort down there at all times.
Timberwolves trail by 4. Here's Layman out to the wing, and out of bounds as the Thunder gain possession.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Both teams deciding to change it up. And so it's Gallinari with it. He'll bring it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. From 11 feet away, and a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in.
And really, Gallinari makes that one look so easy. He knew before he got the pass he was going to launch that jump shot. He did just that.
Beasley outside. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. Adams has got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. And Robertson has it in the corner. He feeds it to Gallinari. Towns with the steal. Beasley up top. Adams defending. And it's Towns missing. The Thunder leading by 6. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Paul. No good on that one. Excellent D there from Beasley. Now the dish to Johnson. Another shot. Towns trying to get open. And there's the nice layup by Johnson. Johnson's got 4 points in the quarter. Gilgeous-Alexander with it. Beasley covering. Gilgeous-Alexander surveying the D. Timberwolves have gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter so far. They are 2 of 6. Adams' shot is off.
Not great numbers, but great effort in this one. Sounds funny, but I think he's been a positive for them.
And that one is good. And now just a 2-point Oklahoma City lead. Right wing trying to break that ice-cold streak. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Russell dishes to Beasley. Towns, the pass to Johnson. Here's Russell. And that one hits back iron. The Thunder have gone just 1 of 6 in the field to start the fourth quarter. A bit of a slowdown for them right now. Gilgeous-Alexander, good.
Gilgeous-Alexander coming through big time.
For Minnesota, they've gone 3 of 8 here in the fourth quarter. Russell passes to Beasley. Johnson right side. Passes it to Okogie. Lets it go from the wing. The rebound by Steven Adams.
And if that's the best look you can get on a possession, what a waste of a trip down the floor.
Yeah, see the coach? He's got that frown on his face. I think we know why. Not a high percentage look.
Beasley lays it up off the glass.
That's an excellent play call to free him up from the defense.
Well, taking advantage of that opportunity, it does not get any more high percentage than that one.
Robertson finds Gallinari. Fires it up. The short one's on the money. Gallinari's got 4 this quarter.
And that's why these fans love their Gallo. His ability to step up and take huge shots is what makes him so valuable.
The drive by Russell. Here's Towns. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Steven Adams picks one up.
Clearly a foul.
The line for your Timberwolves.
He hits the first one, and that narrows the lead down to just 3.
And already a leader at such a young age. Towns' teammates look to him to anchor them on both ends, and he has not disappointed.
Juan Hernangomez, he's checked in for Johnson. Adams' shot is off. Timberwolves have gone 4 of 10 here in the final period. Not the time to go cold. And he commits the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
And it's tied up with that one.
Well, crucial moment there at the free throw line, and he never flinched.
To the right side. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Gallinari. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting. The coach's challenge has been issued. A scheme like this, out of the wire, this is what it's for.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to review it. We're double-checking, and the game continues on.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, over the break, I listened in on Ryan Saunders' huddle. He said to them, that's the kind of effort we need to bring every night. We're right in this thing, but it's going to take sustained effort to close it out. Now let's bring it home. Kevin, back to you.
Back to Russell. Hernangomez in the corner. 6 to shoot. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. To take the lead. The Timberwolves again can't hit. Plenty of drama in this one so far.
Yeah, don't be surprised if it isn't decided until the final buzzer.
Picked away. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Russell's running. Beasley finds Hernangomez. Here's Okogie. Gallinari with the steal. So a close game sees Oklahoma City taking this one. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic late victory.
And Kevin, this